Hello, Commanders.
Hello, Commander.
And welcome back to Lewis and Ben.
Save the world.
Thanks, Ben.
I like that. It's
So,
my favourite bit. I'm
today,
done.
you guys were going to play some Battletech. It's a game that me and Ben played a little bit of at Gamescom last year. We met the guy, Mitch, do you remember?
Yeah,
He was
I
an
remember.
incredibly passionate guy who was one of the original designers of Battletech back in 1980-something.
Yeah,
Was it a board game back then?
it was.
And then
Actually, should we do the little?
Shall we do
history?
the history of Battletech with Ben? Can we get some music, Steve, and also get the screen up so people can see? But yes, this is something which Ben has a massive history with, and as a result is a huge fan of. And we were very excited about this. We did a video on Lewis and Ben about it, where Ben just gushed, and it was very adorable.
I love BattleTech. This is it. This
There
is
you go.
original
A
BattleTech.
hex-based game.
Paper hex maps.
Look
with,
how nicely
with metal robots.
painted they are.
This is what I'm talking about.
So maybe we should play some BattleTech miniatures on Games Night or some Battle Boys, maybe.
Oh no, this was the first set I had. It had cardboard mechs.
Oh my
It was
god, that
terrible.
looks so much sadder, doesn't it?
It really does.
Really sad.
But look,
So
this,
we've come a long way.
um,
So this is a proper game published by someone
FASA.
proper.
This is what I'm talking about. This is each of your mechs has one of these, right?
Right.
With all its armor points and its critical hit locations and its stats for its weapons and stuff. It's
The
very
Mad 3D
detailed. game.
Marauder.
Oh, the Mad
So what
3D
you get a
is
stat sheet for each of your mechs.
good. Yeah, every mech has one
This
of these.
looks like an amazing thing to. And now,
It's-
look, PPC's particle projection cannons.
Ah, you remember?
Fucking, I remember. So my game that I played was called Mech Warrior something. Well, it might be in there.
Look, here we go. This is the list of video games based in the BattleTech universe.
Fuck. Okay, I recognise the one which I played.
So
first
you
of all.
might have played some of
you go
these.
through your history first.
Oh, I
of
played
all.
all of them.
What do you mean?
Like,
You
all
were,
of
you
them.
were like 5 when that one came out. That doesn't count.
Well, I started with Mech Warrior 2.
I started with Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries, though.
Oh, that was the best one.
Yeah, that was the best one. And I had a big catapult, I think, with the it had like a duck beak on it, and 2 massive missile pods.
Yes,
Is that
here we
right?
go. We can go onto the catapult.
It looks like it's a very iconic Mech Warrior mech.
It is very.
And I
it's
played
classic.
this with
It's
my
one of my
friends.
favourites.
There you go, the
Literally
catapult.
one of my favourite mechs.
It's kind of like a little bird.
Ah, there we
It
go.
looks like a little bird,
Round one's
only
my
it
favourite.
fires death.
long-range missiles from afar.
Yeah, look how cool that is, man. It was like before games like Sniper Elite or whatever, this was what I would do. I would snipe people on Mech Warrior 2.
Oh, nice.
Fucking, I remember this.
And the thing about the Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries campaign, that it's the same as this BattleTech game we're about to play, is that in between your missions, you have like a mercenary company you have to manage. And you have to repair your damage and buy new weapons and hire new pilots and stuff. So
Yes, I do remember. So this is not a sponsored stream. This is just
I just love BattleTech.
a love stream, but we do want to support Battletech. They have sent us an early copy of their game, so that is technically the disclosure part over.
Well, there's another bit of disclosure, I suppose. We're playing it on GOG, and if you pre-order it on GOG, then you get Shadowrun for free.
Shadowrun talked about yesterday a bit on Battle Boys being someone messaged us to say they wanted us to do a D&D in that world, but apparently there is like a Shadowrun D&D, but everyone needs to know it really well.
Yeah.
So that seems like something that I would like to do. Maybe
Yeah, I've never played
if
it.
we find the right. Well, this is the problem. I think that we need to find the people who have know enough about the world to, make it fun.
So I've actually already completed it. They sent me an early copy a couple of days
16 hours.
ago. And I blitzed through it really fast. That's 16 hours online. I probably did another 16 hours offline as well.
Okay.
So I played about 30 hours of it.
Oh, jeez, Ben.
Because I couldn't help myself.
Well,
I
no,
honestly couldn't help myself.
This is what happens. This is like a game from your childhood, so you can't stop it. So shall I play, or do you want to
yeah.
dual wield it? Like,
Well,
how do you want to
it's
play
like
it?
XCOM. We have the battles and then we have like the management phase, so we can split it that way, or we can like alternate and like maybe I can build you some mechs and you can fight with them, and then you can build me some mechs and I'll fight with them.
So this is a bit of history here. This is 21.
Yeah.
09.
This is the BattleTech universe, like history condensed.
Yeah. So like this it's Battletech's like in 25 something, isn't it? Or it's quite far in the future. But this is like what happened.
Yeah, we
made
developed a
warp
faster
drive.
than light.
Stephen Cochrane.
Yeah.
He went out, and the Vulcans then came over, and they were like, "How you doing?" No, that's not true. I don't think there are aliens in this.
There
universe,
are. No,
there?
it's like a hard sci-fi future where everything's, apart from the mechs being a bit silly, everything else is kind of like
So we've colonized these
believable.
worlds, we've flown to these worlds, and look at that.
Yeah, terraforming's
Bam.
gone. We created a star empire. Look, there we go.
We whacked
Colonized
down
the universe.
a city, and many years later, people still have flags and beards and things like that.
And he's the Star League was
and
formed.
Caesar, like. So I was wearing my headset out like this the other day.
Like Caesar. would
And
wear his
yeah, and
headset.
I was like a modern day. Mousy said I looked like a modern day Caesar.
Wow, you're resting on your laurels.
That's the kind of thing. So it's even further in the future.
Yeah, so now we've skipped some more time and there's a big war. War is bad, things are getting destroyed, mechs are fighting mechs.
He's a charismatic leader, that guy. Wasn't
yeah,
he?
and the Star League Defense Force is there to keep the peace.
Right.
Pew pew.
But I think
but the Star League guy, he was assassinated. And then it's like kind of like Game of Thrones. When the king died, all the powerful houses fought for who would be like king of the universe.
Right.
And
And that's what's happening now.
Yeah, and that was called the Succession Wars.
Okay.
And during the Succession Wars, there was so much horrible fighting.
Welcome, Commander.
Whoops.
Log in, Commander.
Log in.
During the Secession Wars.
There was so much destruction that
Oh,
eventually...
What else is that? What is that?
This is like my throwaway email address that I don't mind people seeing because it's not one I actually use.
Oh, God. I was worried you were going to press tab there and accidentally type your password into the... Be very careful, Ben. Don't do the thing where you type your password
Into chat.
into the email box.
Right.
I've done that a few times. It's very embarrassing because
go.
my password is big black dildo 6969.
So hopefully it has done
Not my
a...
password. Don't try. I need to change all my passwords
So,
now.
so yeah, the year is now 3025. Okay?
3025.
Yeah, and these great houses are still at war, and so much technology has been lost that like 200 or 300 years ago there were better mechs, and now we scrape by with what we've got because it's all the factories that make it and the people that know how to make the stuff has all been destroyed.
Okay.
And there's ancient caches of lost tech, and if you can find like a Star League depot with like Star League era mechs, they're like way better
Oh,
than
shit.
like regular mechs.
That's pretty big treasure.
Yeah, that's it. Like it's huge treasure. People
So Star League mechs are like,
Oh,
they're like the gold
the best.
standard of mechs.
and there are like
The Star League doesn't exist anymore though.
no, it's crumbled into dust,
It's all just
and now
the
it's just these big
houses.
5 houses who like scrape over the things. Now we're a mercenary company, just taking money for battles. We owe no allegiance.
Right. So we're gonna pick. What are we gonna pick?
This one. So this is the one I played at home. I played it for 854 in-game days,
Now this is one where you just skip the tutorial.
and this is the one where I've just got past
the tutorial is like pretty
It's a bit handholdy.
handholdy. So we don't need that crap.
Yeah.
Because we're veterans.
Boom.
But maybe we do have to go through the handholdy crap because it's not working. Maybe it's been patched though. Ben,
I
since
might have
you-
played it on a different version. That's upsetting.
Okay, start again. We'll start again. We'll bash through the tutorial, and we can chat and re-chat. and
Yeah.
things.
So part of me wants to blitz through this stuff as quickly as possible to get to the meat of the game.
Right.
How does chat feel about that? Do you want to watch all of the story stuff and have spoilers? No. You can watch the story stuff yourself and play through it properly. We don't want to spoil the stories. and
We're not
just
gonna.
wanna-
Well, listen. We're gonna try and. Look, Ben.
Yeah.
I must say, as much as I love cutscenes, I don't need them in my games. I
Yeah,
don't
you
like.
just want to play the game.
If I wanted to watch cutscenes in a game, I'd either watch a movie or a visual novel.
Or Metal Gear Solid.
People are saying story, please. Well, listen, we'll do a bit of story. We can paraphrase the story for you.
Okay, yeah.
If you want to sit through all the cutscenes,
I'll give you the highlights.
Yeah.
So we can choose. We're from a noble family.
So these are the 5 noble families.
These are the
they?
5 big factions. You got House Kurita, the Draconis Combine. They're like a sort of Japanese-styled empire. You got House Marek. You got Davian, who are like the vanilla good guys. You got Steiner, which I believe are like heavy mechs.
They're like German.
They're German engineering. They're cool guys. And you got Liao, which is kind of like a Chinese mega corporation.
What's Marek then? Is that
Marek
more
is kind of like a
America?
capitalist American kind of dealio. I mean, I'm paraphrasing massively because,
And Davian is like kind of paladins.
yeah.
Who do we want to be from?
I don't
could
know.
be
We
from-
could be one of these little minor empires in the periphery.
Oh, mech warriors that hail from the deep periphery are rare. So what we could, do we have to do our backstory?
We do.
Decades ago, my family came to the Reach from, I like the Rim. I like Rimming.
Yeah, you want to be a rim boy?
We can be from the Rim Worlds.
Cool.
We've played Rim Worlds.
So we're not actually from that.
Maybe
that
we're like
a
glitter boy or whatever.
The Glitter Stim world.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
We're from a glittery world.
So we're from the galaxy's frontier, where the great houses of the inner sphere. That's what like the main part of the galaxy.
I was stranded on a Rim World, okay, and in one of those cryopods, and I had to survive down there.
Right.
And I got a group together. One of them had a rifle. We killed some of those things.
This is very familiar. I've had a similar.
Spent ages. Lots of people died. Winter was quite
found
hard.
a mech.
Drank a lot of that booze. What's it? And smoked a lot of that herb on the Rim World.
Right.
Eventually built
Ate
a
a lot
rocket,
of potatoes.
launched off the world. I was only about 25 at the time, but now ended up on.
We're in the Oregon Reach. We got a Oregon.
Oh, okay. And
Reach.
you were the oldest child, and I picked up
An heir to the family's title, an ancestral battle mech. Our family is this rich noble lineage that has a single battle mech. Because building a battle mech is crazy expensive.
Right.
So they always salvage the old ones. So most of these battle mechs are like 500 years old, and they're like these old like cars that have. They're not really the original mech anymore. They've had every part replaced multiple times.
it's like your grandfather's bike.
Grandfather's
paradox.
bicycle. Yeah.
Bicycle. So we got a BJ1,
BJ1.
a blackjack. What was the BJ2?
Was
that like an
there
better
isn't
version?
a BJ2. There's a BJ1 DB, which
that?
is the Hasdavian variant of the blackjack. I mean, you don't really want me to get too into this.
No, I like the little snippets. Just
there's the DC variant.
So Raju Montgomery is
guy.
He trained us.
Yeah,
as a
he
mech
was
warrior.
our parents hired to train us as a mech warrior.
And he was a veteran of the Succession Wars. So in fact, the Succession Wars are still in our lifetime. So
I
they
think
were
we're in the fourth succession war now,
oh, okay.
or the fifth. I can't remember. But they've been running sort of on and off for like 500 years
Have they?
or 200 years, something like that.
Okay, let's skip forwards. So
Okay, cool.
we struck out on our own,
Cool.
and we went out with our blackjack one day as a glitterstim boy, looking for glitter stims. But we crash landed
get that high.
our pod crash landed on a planet. We got off the planet,
And then we became a what?
After that, we became a fucking pirate, bitch. No,
Frontier
we became
pirate.
a gladiator.
Oh, so Solaris 7 is a planet where mechs duel in gladiatorial combat. So you get like 4 mechs all drop in like a battle royale kind of situation.
We battle royaled it.
We battle royale.
Fortnite.
Nice.
That's what it was called. Fortnite 1, that was the world. We played Battle Royale for a while.
Until years later, we woke out of our battle royale coma and was like, "What's happening?"
And then old this fella's.
And we bump into him again, but now he's old.
And he's on guard duty for this lady who is going to be crowned. Coronation.
Yeah, she's the princess of a little
day.
region, and she's going to be coronated. And so we get a job with him on guard duty, and this is us. We
What's
can
our,
character
our
creation.
call sign? Okay, first of all, my favourite call sign.
Yeah.
I know what yours is. Yours is hot dog.
Hot dog from Battlestar Galactica.
I prefer something a little bit different, like another kind of meaty snack. Like,
Okay.
Like a Frankfurter, maybe, or like
a little
or
twist
like,
on the classic.
or like
Because
a wiener.
if our name is Frankfurter, like our call sign,
Our name could be Frank.
And then exactly, our first name is Frank, and that's why people call us Frankfurter.
Frank, but we can't be called Furter. That's too obvious. It's got to be called. We got to be called Frank. Something.
Frank Unstein.
Unstein.
Maybe not.
That kind of works actually. It's quite spacey. Unstein. My name's Frank.
Oh, should we be this guy?
Frank Unstein.
Well, I mean, we can totally customize our look. I feel like if we're trying to get big in the gladiatorial arenas, we would have we'd look a bit like a YouTuber, wouldn't we? We'd be like big pink hair and something to be noticed.
Get pink hair. Big pink.
Wow, where's hair?
Floppy
hair roots, right? We'll have dark roots, and then we'll have pink. Oh, look at that!
That actually already looks like a YouTuber.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? And ooh, la la.
I don't think he wants too much clothes. Oh, nice.
Oh, I like that blue. That blue backlight is good. I mean, I don't know why I'm spending so long on this.
This looks great. Go for that.
We'll be him.
Just hit save.
Kind of like sci-fi Markiplier, basically.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
Beautiful man.
So here we go. This is our stats that have been generated.
So we got 3 gunneries, 3 piloting, 3 tactics, 2 guns. Now I don't know what these do.
So
We've
gunneries,
not picked things that gel together particularly well.
we're kind of average. We're like jack of all trades.
But I feel like in an RPG, you want your character to be the best one.
Yeah.
But also kind of good at everything.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't want to
like-
have a gaping weakness. Or maybe I do. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to
But
see.
I want to go with what was cool.
Should we have min-maxed a bit more?
Nah, we'll be fine.
Okay.
We can level those up as we get XP.
So now we got a bit more story, I guess. So she's taken over.
Oh yeah, so she's
after-
getting coronated. It's fine. Her dad, Space King of nowhere. We're in a bit of a nowheresville here in the Irigian sector.
It's kind of
a
backwater
backwater.
kingdom.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I mean, the closest analogy people will be familiar with is this is basically like Game of Thrones in space.
Battletech is very much that. The noble houses all fighting over stuff with mechs.
And people who have mechs are kind of like knights of the realm. You know, they're like rich landowners, and the fact that they have a mech means they're really wealthy and influential.
It's like, the old power suits from Stormlight Archive.
Oh, yeah.
So there's these, if you've never read Stormlight Archive, they have these kind of super mega power suits. That
Yeah, it's
are
like
kind of
medieval
inherited.
times, but they've got Iron Man
They just
suits.
make you a badass when you get in the suit. You don't really have to. It helps if you're skilled, but it's not necessary.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of kind of rich toy boys in these
Yeah, whose daddy
suits.
gave them a suit for their
power
birthday. So I'm just going to get through this tutorial.
There we are,
Okay, here we
frame
go.
first.
Spin the camera. Yep. I get it. Spin. Thank you. So he's saying this is how to pilot a mech. So
Shall I do this? Because I haven't played this.
yeah,
and it
yeah,
might
and then
be
that'll
worth
help
me,
you get the controls, right?
Might be worth me picking up the controls.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just you.
Just me, isn't it? Just playing.
Okay, left click. That's weird. I'm not used to that for a start.
That took some getting used to.
Is it WASD or no?
Yeah. And Q and E to twizzle camera.
So is this like testing on some?
Yeah,
test
these are little
dummies?
drone, like mannequin mechs that they want you to shoot at.
Bam.
So in the bottom left, we've got your Blackjack's armor in all its different locations.
Right.
So you're fully healthy, obviously. And then in the top is the enemy's health, but obviously it's dead now.
So we've got
you
all
can't see
these
that.
different guns.
Yep.
And I seem to remember that you get overheating.
You do. If
from-
you run around and shoot too much, you start to overheat.
Okay.
He's just saying about how he loves this princess. She's the best.
So he trained us, but he also met this other girl.
Yeah, once we went set
Were
off
we
on our
not
own-
enough for him?
Well, we went to become a gladiator, didn't we?
That's true.
So
we
he
had
moved
our own
on
life.
and became like the trainer and head of security for her. He's like the Barristan Selmy to her Daenerys.
Right, I see.
Victoria pulls no punches,
So,
but she's been a loyal
is she-
companion to command since they were kids.
That's not her.
Aside from you,
I was going to say.
there's no one I'd
It's just
rather
us,
have
just
my
out in the
last
forests
mission
of...
fight.
Yeah, he's just making sure we haven't forgotten how to be a mech warrior.
We've been gladiating for ages. we know what we're doing with
I
a mech.
know, but he won't let us skip the tutorial.
It's very particular.
He's got to tick off the health and safety box that we've been told how to operate a mech safely.
All right. So, he wants us to jump off the edge.
Yeah, you've got jump jets on this guy. So, and then you can face any direction when you jump.
Okay. Can you normally do that?
No, when you move, the further you move, the less
can turn.
you can turn.
Wow,
Yeah.
that really heated us up.
Yeah, jumping generates a lot of heat.
And that was more
Oh, is that
So
why
he's now
he's-
telling you to walk into the water, which will cool you down faster than just hanging around doing nothing.
Is that something which is like a key part of this game? Cooling off.
Yeah, because every mission's on like a different world. Sometimes you'll be fighting on like a desert world that's really hot, and your mechs overheat quicker than normal. And sometimes you'll be fighting on like in a cold place, and you'll overheat slower.
Right.
So you want different mechs and different loadouts for different environments. If you just rammed into that guy.
Well, he told me to do a melee attack because my
Right.
jump jets are fucked.
something goes wrong
Or
today,
I think everything's
I want
fucked.
to know that your mech can maneuver.
And
So
now he's telling me to
If you move, like you
sprint.
see where it says sprint, you've got 3 little arrows.
Yeah.
That's how many evades you get for moving that distance. The faster you move, the further you move, the faster you're traveling, and so the harder you are to hit.
What's this? This is an actual mech.
That's him.
Oh, right.
He's in a Centurion.
What's the set? He's shooting at me.
It's just training lasers, right?
Training lasers. So his mech is like, it looks like a Space Marine Dreadnought.
Yeah, it is a bit. The Centurion's like really sturdy.
Whereas mine looks kind of like a...
If you zoom in and like pan the camera in, you can get like a better look at it.
I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
3.
Yeah, as you can sprint.
It's making me change... It's testing me now.
Let's make sure you've been listening.
I'm not really listening, Ben, I must admit.
It's all right.
Oh, here's our liege.
No, this is
Oh.
the younger one. She is the like the older cousin.
Oh, right.
So Kamina Aranu is this lady who's going to get coronated.
So they're going to have a tournament to celebrate,
Yeah.
like in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like in Game of Thrones. Man, I like Game of Thrones a lot. Man, I'm a little bit kind of hazy on how I feel about how they're carrying on with no book.
I know. I wasn't a big fan of the last series, so I'm not expecting.
See,
much
I
from
was
the next one.
talking because The Walking Dead just sort of wrapped up a new season, and they kind of followed. I'm not spoiling it, but it sort of followed the way that it was written in the comics, and I liked the fact that. I mean, I got sick of The Walking Dead halfway through, but I like the fact that they're still at least trying to follow the source material.
Kind of. I mean, they jump around. They've skipped stuff and swapped stuff out.
They have. If both of its legs are destroyed, a mech is removed from combat. And I like how mech is apostrophe.
Yeah, because it's short for battle
mech. But you don't see like Mech Warrior at the start of that be called like apostrophe Mech Warrior, do you?
No, that's true.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can name after people in chat?
Yeah.
then,
Once
or
we
anything
can,
like this?
once we get our like dropship and our mercenary crew,
Okay.
we can rename all our mech designs.
All right, we'll do
after
that, and then
people
we'll
in
go
chat.
through the donations.
So yeah, if you want to put some
once
donos
we,
in.
once we smash through these missions.
don't
So we've
Okay.
got.
So we've got.
Why is she coming?
We're marching into town for the coronation.
Is this how it rolls? Is this like hunting? Is that
think-
what we've been out doing?
Yeah, we've been out on the hunt.
Oh, you never want to do that. That's madness.
That's how you get gored by a
Moving
boar.
out.
So you get if you sprint down a road, you get like a speed boost. And they're like, oh look, there's been some explosions.
Oh, this looks totally
This is
fine.
this is not cool. We're being attacked.
I will prove myself
Are we?
worthy of the
Could have
fate
just been a
placed
gas explosion, Ben.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Is that
Yeah.
Mastiff? Is that his
Mastiff.
name?
That's his call sign.
Ah, Mastiff. Oh, that's not a very good call sign, is it? Mastiff.
Oh, but he's like an attack dog.
He's like a loyal Mastiff.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't like it.
probably better than Frankfurter, right? We're not wanting
talking
to be
about?
throwing shade about call signs.
I suppose her call sign is Camia. Is that her name?
No, that's her call sign.
Seems like a lame call sign. Doesn't mean anything.
Oh, probably means something to her. So we can see on like the bottom right, these are all the different weapons on the mech.
Knowledge. I'm moving.
M laser is medium laser. ACs are auto cannons.
Does that mean medium range? Does that mean medium
Yeah.
damage? Does it mean medium? What does it mean?
means medium everything. Small
Right.
lasers, short range, small damage, small heat. Medium ranges, medium lasers do medium everything. Large lasers, large damage, large range.
These look like we're gonna have to fight them. I think we are probably gonna.
So
have
we're
to fight
rendezvousing with the Royal Guard. That's these boys.
them. They look suspicious.
You think
I'm gonna just sprint up anyway. Like, what's the worst that
make
can
it happen.
happen?
we'll be fine?
Hello. We
And-
are.
oh, and they're like, oh hey, why is your mech damaged, guard?
Our mechs are overdue for maintenance.
No.
Kill the old man and the
Oh,
mech
man.
warrior.
It's just like TTT when you see someone's been wounded and they have no good explanation
You're like,
for why they're wounded.
I fell off a ladder. Did you?
So now we're in combat. Right, let me explain how the combat works, right?
gonna punch us.
Everything has like an initiative value.
Oh, jeez.
So the higher initiative value stuff goes first, but you can choose to delay your action to a next phase. So we're in phase 4. So Mastiff is an initiative 4 guy. He can go now, or he can wait. We can reserve him till later.
That's right.
Got your back.
So at the moment, look, he's going full speed, so he still counts as 4 evade. And if we
Right.
act with him now, if we just stand there and shoot, he'll lose all that evade.
Right.
Because he will have stopped and opened fire.
So do we want to reserve him or do you want to move forward?
Uh,
Because we could get this guy right in the back with everything.
you can see the red
Oh, no, we
arc.
can't
that's-
quite.
No, because we're moving so far, we can't turn that tight.
Right. How do I go
escape.
back out? Right. Oh, I see.
So maybe if we go, no, that'll get him in the side.
Should I just wait? Should I just reserve him?
Yeah, wait and see what they're going to do, because maybe he'll come closer and then we can get behind him.
This guy's coming in. He's going to also shoot the old princess.
He's going into the woods. That'll
Is there like
Just as
AoE
damage.
or is it just
No,
sort of
there's no
single target
AoE.
stuff? Okay.
Yeah. And unlike XCOM, like stuff does not die quickly in this game. Like it's going to take 3 or 4 volleys to take a mech down. They're pretty tough.
You have my attention.
Okay. So she can get round the back.
Oh, she can. She can absolutely muller him in the
Now,
back.
which one's the weakest? The Panther or Shadow?
Panther's a light mech, Shadowhawk's a medium mech.
Okay. So
So
let's.
shooting someone in the back, they obviously have less armor in the back. That's good.
Come on.
But also,
If I know anything about any games, shooting people in the back is the way you should
It's
do
a
it,
pro
is what
play.
I'm saying.
also because normally, if you're in cover, you take reduced damage. but cover does not help you getting shot in the back.
So I don't think we should shouldn't shoot our long-range missiles.
Turn the long-range
into him,
missiles
right?
off, because we're only getting a 45% hit chance, and it's going to generate heat that we don't need. If you look in the left-hand side, this is your projected heat.
Yeah, see, that's a lot of heat.
Yeah.
All right, we're turning those off. We're just firing short-range stuff and medium stuff right into the back of this poor Panther.
Oh,
who has already
totally crippled him because of his weak back armor.
So what? His left arm got blown off,
and his left torso got blown off.
Oh, I love it when stuff
blows
off.
You see that yellow symbol next to him? That means he's unsteady on his feet. One more heavy hit and he'll fall down.
Oh, I see. I can't do that because you can see the arc as well. It's interesting, like these little lines of. See, this actually is probably all right.
Yeah.
That'll hit him in the side. Is that the same?
And that's the same. We've already knocked off his right arm and his right. Oh no, which one is it? If you right-click on him, you get a stat on him. Yeah, it's the left side you've already ravaged.
Roger that.
We're gonna fire into him anyway. Screw it. Let's just knacker this guy. His leg's fallen off.
Oh, his center torso's been destroyed.
His CT. Oh, he's fallen over. Is he fucked? Is he
He's dead. He's dead. Center
Okay.
torso destruction is like the reactor that powers him.
All right, and Frankfurt's just gonna walk up to this guy and give him the old blasto in the face. Now, I mean, for this battle, it's not deeply strategic.
No, this is a real simple battle because if you right-click on them, you see this symbol here, this orange symbol.
Yeah.
That means he's a ramshackle mech and only has 25% of the normal armor this mech would have.
Oh shit!
So these are like
he's
easy mode.
He's like pretty knackered already.
Yeah, he's probably already been in a fight or
What's
something.
an AC2?
It's a long-range autocannon.
Sniper autocannon. Range extreme. So we're a sniper.
Well, we've got 2 sniper cannons and then 4 short-range lasers.
Oh, I guess we get to act first again. So I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So we get to effectively go twice with this guy if we save him till the end.
Exactly.
That feels strong.
It's very strong. So, yeah, pop him in the back, but watch out. Probably don't want to fire the long-range missile. Oh, sod it. Maybe we should just fire them.
That's right. I think we'll get him.
Positioning better.
I think we'll get him. Oh god, he's
Nearly. But look at him. This is what we used to call in the board game sandpapering him. Instead of coring through one location with all your damage, you've spread your damage across his entire area.
Getting outmaneuvered.
Which actually probably isn't all that good, is it?
It's not what you want. You don't want a sandpaper mech.
His structure is exposed. What does that mean?
So the armor plating on his rear has been destroyed. Any more hits in the rear will go straight through to the internal structure and cause damage.
Oh, we're backing up.
Yeah.
I guess that's the quick beep, beep. Mech reversing.
Oh, okay. We're going to overheat here.
Oh, sorry. I've been paying
You've
attention.
totally overkilled him.
SRM ammo explosion.
Yeah, he's dead.
Pilot injured, knocked down.
Oh, he's not dead. Is he just knocked down?
He's not out, but we're overheating. Well, what does that mean?
So when you go over that line, you start taking damage.
Oh, shit.
And if you totally max out on heat, you shut down and become an immobile target. That's easy pickings.
Okay. I'm just learning this stuff so I don't have to ask you in future.
No, that's right. This is the point of a tutorial. Oh, so now he's on the floor. You can pick where you shoot. So if you move your cursor out of the way, like
Right.
normally shooting the center, 33% of your shots will hit the center torso.
Right.
But if you tell him to aim at the center torso, it will go up to 50. We can increase certain stats that improve our aiming ability on specific locations.
Let's blow out his center torso, and then he's fucked, right?
Yeah, then he's dead. So killing the center torso, most effective way of killing a mech, but the least economic way.
Right.
Like if we're going to salvage enemy mechs, blowing out their center torso leaves almost nothing left for salvage.
Rotorua Township. So we went to Rotorua in New Zealand. It's an actual place.
It's a real place.
Yeah, it's it must be named after.
Follow me.
I don't know whether Rotorua's name is a Maori place.
Sounds kind of Maori.
Which way are we going?
We're going up north.
Ah, piss. I was going
Going
the
the
wrong
wrong
way.
way.
For some reason, I was thinking we have to go up this road.
Oh,
Which I guess we could do.
it's a real long.
But I feel like it's
detour,
probably the
isn't it?
wrong way.